what the heck do you do if you have goals, you have dreams, you have aspirations for more, but you only got a sliver of time to work with? And how do you address it, and how do you make this whole thing go? Well, have you ever heard the concept or the saying that it really only takes about 10 hours a week to build a business? And you know what? That is a foundation. So like, where are we going to get those 10 hours, and how can we make this work? Well, okay, I'm gonna share with you an example. Recently, I just went out of town. I was traveling literally around the world. I came back, went out of town again. It's been wild and crazy. And you know what happens before you go on a trip or you go on vacation? You're able to like get all this stuff done and like squish it in a small period of time. Has that ever happened to you? You knew you had a deadline, you knew you were down to the wire, and you had so many things that you had to do, but you really only had so much time to do it in? Because that's what I experienced. And so they call that Parkinson's law, okay? Because it works for you and it works against you. And here's what it is. It's basically that whatever you have to do, whatever your work is, however many people you're gonna contact, however many plans you're gonna show, however many calls you're gonna make to your team, whatever your work is, it's gonna expand to fill the time allotted. So like, if you have all day to do it, all week to do it, all month to do it, it's gonna expand to fill that time. But if you're like, shoot, I got 2 hours to get this sucker done, let's go ahead and knock out what we got to do so we can move on with things, right? And so that's what Parkinson's law is all about. It's all about like, whatever you have to do, you can make it expand or you can make it contract. Now that may sound kind of paradoxical, but we've all experienced that in our own lives. So here's the good news. You guys ready for good news? The same thing is true in your business. If you have limited time, if you're like, listen, I have a 1 hour lunch break and that's what I have to work with. Or, hey, you know what? I'm busy and I have my kids and I have church and I have all this other stuff going on, but here's my 15 minutes here, my time in the car, my time when I'm doing this. I don't know about you, but like driving the car is like my favorite time to make calls. I've got my headset on and that's when I do my thing. And so, how can we be more efficient in the time that we have? So I'm gonna give you 4 tips for how to do this. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna definitely set a time limit. If you have all of this stuff to do and you are feeling maybe even a little overwhelmed, you're like, oh, I said I was gonna contact 30 people this week or 50 people this week or whatever your goal was, and you're just feeling like overwhelmed, say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take 15 minutes. And in this 15 minutes, I am gonna jam on my Facebook, on my text message, on my phone. I'm gonna jam out as many possible calls as I can in this sliver of time that I have to work with. So the first thing is you wanna set your time limit. The second thing, which we've already alluded to a little bit, is you gotta do IPA. Now you might be saying, what is IPA? IPA is income producing activity. When people become entrepreneurs for the very first time, or maybe they've run a business for a while, one of the things that people have a tendency to do is sometimes we do all this other stuff. We organize our product, we get our brochures in order, we make sure everything is just so. Those are not things that help us make money. And if you joined your business to treat it like a business and you want to make some extra money, we got to do the things that are income producing activities, right? And so what is that? That is getting what you have in front of prospects. That is like the core thing. If you really only had to dial down on one specific thing, what is it? It's getting what you have in front of prospects. My second, which is a caveat that comes right behind it, is duplicating yourself so your team does the same thing as well. So that could be launching new people. You have somebody new, they're brand new, they're getting in, they're getting started. Let's get them in and out of the gates properly so you can then duplicate yourself. So you're like, hey, I'm gonna put in 10 hours this week. I got another person who's gonna put in 10 hours a week. How many hours went in your business? 20, right? So if we can get, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, 500, 1,000, all doing their thing, all running their race, all taking their slivers of time here and there in doing what they gotta do, your business is gonna grow and expand like you wouldn't believe. So we gotta focus on the income producing activity. Then of course we gotta schedule it in the calendar, because oftentimes we have to have this kind of Eat That Frog scenario. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Eat That Frog is a book. It's by Brian Tracy. It talks about getting out there and doing the thing that you fear, the thing that you're dreading, the thing that you're like, I don't know about doing this. You just go for it. You're like, do it once, do it right, do it first, and get it out of the way. And so schedule it on your calendar. If you're like, hey, you know what? I have to drive to work every morning and I gotta drive home. And so that's gonna be my power time. That's whether it's 15 minutes there, 20 minutes there, an hour there, whatever. That's gonna be the time where I focus on my income producing activity. That's taking a sliver of time that you're gonna have to spend anyways and helping it do something to actually grow your fortune. So it's a novel concept. All right, so the last thing, number 4 on our 4 steps, is use technology to your benefit. We live in a day and age where we're not dealing with, a horse and buggy. We're not dealing with a rotary phone. We have cell phones, we have social media, we have videos, we have Zoom calls. We have all of these things that are literally at your fingertips if you would just take advantage of them and use them to grow your business. And one of the things that I love about working with a busy person when it comes to, building a business is that they know how to get things done in short periods of time, and they're not gonna lollygag around. You see someone and they have all day in the world to do whatever, and you know what? Things have a tendency to not get done, right? So use the technology to help boost your business, to help make things a little bit more scalable for you. I mean, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, we didn't even have Zoom. We didn't even have, live video. We didn't have all of these things that are here now at your fingertips. And so you can use that to build your business, but the other thing is you can use that to actually attract prospects to you, which is like a totally novel concept. Like, I just want to get your feedback. Okay. If you could be doing whatever it is that you want to do, you could be out playing ball with your kids, you could be watching your favorite movie, you could be traveling, you could be doing whatever it is that you like to do, eating, grilling out some steak on the grill in the backyard while your kids are in the pool, whatever it is. If you could do whatever it is that you want, and you have people that were reaching out to you saying, hey, Mabel, I want to know more. Hey, Lucia, tell me more. Hey, Jesse, tell me more. If they were like reaching out to you, would that totally make your day? Would that give you like a little swagger in your walk? I think it would. I mean, that's what I've seen, and it's happened to so many of my friends. So if that's something that you would like to learn more about, then put a 3 in the comment section. And I have something that is actually a resource that you can use to learn that. So if you click on the link that's listed here in the description, you're gonna get kind of a blueprint for how to use this whole social media thing to your benefit, how to put technology and get it working for you, and how to have people actually start reaching out to you to hear more about what you're doing. So it's hot, totally awesome thing. I know you guys will love it. You can take it, you can use it, and apply it in your business. Take care, everyone. Be blessed, and I will see y'all next time.
For more great training and to receive your free MP3 download on how to attract prospects using social media, the 4 essential elements to attracting prospects, visit summergeronimo.com.